Welcome back, everyone. We have just witnessed the impossible, an 11-4 run back of the score there from Spirit, beating up on Liquid, taking them to overtime, and then beating them overall. Taking Nuke and really moving themselves forward here in the GG.Bet Cologne Invitational. My name is Stunna. This is Halvor, Vendetta, Gudalastol. But honestly, let's kind of just hone it in for 1 second, right? So in case you're just joining us, Liquid really blew that.
Yeah, they were 11-4 up after the T side on Nuke.
Ouch.
You probably should be getting 5 rounds on CT side.
Just not good scenes all around. But now that does set us up for our winner's match for Group A. This is a best of 3. This is where things start to change, and it is going to be Spirit taking Sprout on here in this first map of the best of 3. We're going to Inferno from the looks of it, Halvor.
Yep.
What's your take on this matchup overall if you really had to put your money where your mouth is?
I mean, I'm just very surprised. Again, Spirit, they similarly to Sprout, they did qualify for their minor. So they kind of ran through the qualifier without too much issues, which I guess you would have expected out of Spirit with how they've been playing. They've been doing okay in MDL and whatnot. Ooh, David nearly gets away with 2. But yeah, no, I mean, I never would have expected them to beat Liquid.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to try to pretend like I saw that coming.
I didn't at all.
Yeah.
What I didn't see coming either was the fact that they've opted to play Sprout opting to play Mirage, okay, instead of Nuke at the very end. So our maps are going to be Inferno, Train, Mirage. In this pistol round, well, we do have Sprout with the bomb planted in the A site. The retake is on here from Spirit, having just fresh off of beating up over on Liquid. Have to be feeling themselves just a little bit, but as this retake story's told, it's certainly not gone their way thus far.
I do have a defuse kit. Flash comes over from Sophic.
Oof. And there it is.
Is it, though?
Searson with 2, at 3, make it 4 maybe. Ooh. Yes, indeed. There it is, done and dusted. Saving the day for Sprout there in that pistol round. It came down to that. They fed him. And, my goodness, you do hate to see it. Spirit fans, after just winning their own Liquid, you think, oh, we're going to ride a momentum high.
After claiming the #1 spot in the world.
Yeah, I mean, basically kind of already solidified themselves as the #1 team and kind of like the world, but not really at the same time. Either way, pistol round going to Sprout here in the opener.
Really good round by Searson, though. Like, the positioning he chooses on site there, really, really solid. And still, even with the win versus Liquid, Spirit not favored by GG.Bet just yet.
How about that, Halvor? Yeah. How about that?
It is a best of 3, though. I guess that might play into the cards. Sprout, pretty overall solid team. And seemingly not losing too much of a step after losing Dennis to Big. So that was no chance, playing really well there. It's always a good sign. Starting off with the pistol there. And yeah, Searson and that pistol just really doing solid work with how he staged himself there in order to kind of... He didn't want a 1v1, or he didn't want a 1v4, so he got a 1v2 2 times, more or less.
Yeah, well, whatever it takes, you know. That's,
whatever it takes.
It's just about the way those things go.
Yeah.
See one AK coming out there on the side of Faven, and a lot of time to work with.
Yeah. I think it's also worth mentioning, unless you did so and I didn't pay attention, this is Spirit's map pick, Inferno.
Okay.
And Train would then be Sprouts. So we'll see if Sprout can actually manage to take this away from the CIS minor qualifiers.
Yes, that would be ideal, I guess. But with the bomb planted here, Sprout looking to grab their second on the board after having grabbed the pistol. Balance and Chopper really aren't going to go for this. They're going to try to grab something and hold off in the back lines. And by that, I mean, Balance is just going to die, and not a whole lot to show for it. Meanwhile, holding on to his Deagle and head armor will be Chopper.
Yeah. Balance was one of the players when he had a pretty quick rise, I guess, to the, I want to say top of the CIS scene. Obviously, when you think about top, you think about Na'Vi. But, you know, everyone who's the step below Na'Vi, he had a pretty quick rise through the ranks in that sense and showed to be a pretty prominent opper. He did not have the greatest of games versus Liquid. Seemed like to always be like one step too slow into any sort of duel or one step too fast out of position. Hasn't really started off too well here right now, but he's usually one of the heavy hitters on the side of Spirit. But luckily for them, they had really solid contributions from, well, pretty much everyone else. But I think Sum Young has to be the standout player on that side.
Yeah, I mean, he's showing what he's capable of time and time again.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what kind of opposition he's going against.
Well, here's the opposition for this round. It's going to be 5 members of Spirit electing to go towards the B site. Meanwhile, utility being used will stop them in Banana. By them, I mean Chopper. He's going to be held off by Molly. There's going to be quite the confrontation here in just a second. In this stack, there's nobody on the A side for Spirit. And Chopper's going to be the first one to take the fight. He might just do it all by himself. Nope. It's going to be Faven that stops that run right in its tracks. I think they might have a whiff here. Nothing's really been given away, and the timing does not go in the way of Faven. Mirbit, though, is able to exchange kills there, and the dinks come a flurry. So right now, this stack has paid off, and this aggression is going to have to continue. Spirit elected to go all the way down Banana, push all the way through, and now Sprout over onto this A site.
Yeah. I didn't think... well, whoever got caught in top Banana that might have been Faven did actually manage to throw away one of the AKs, I'm pretty sure, before he went down. So that's at least a little bit of a plus.
Some soulless.
Yeah, so not the greatest of weaponry being brought over from Spirit as they decide to charge down Banana. But they could still do some heavy damage here.
Everyone's still freshly thinking about Lolquid.
Lil Liquid.
Oh, Lolquid. But here it is. They're going to hold off this bomb site. Sumdai Young with an ump that he did recover from Banana.
Finds another kill as well. So it's a lot of money on the side of Spirit. All over, just considering the investment, the initial plan. It's not like the stack itself worked out either. It's just Chopper finding 2 kills with the Deagle all by himself. And then the follow-up from, I think it was Coldy as well. Doing a ton of damage to Sprout. Sprout kind of had this issue as well versus No Chance, though. We have to keep that in mind. And they did end up winning that in pretty comfortable fashion. But their anti-ecos wasn't necessarily the safest thing we've seen. Yeah.
But now we have guns all over the map. Ops on both sides opposing. Searson, Nidus Balance. Nidus Balance shoots first. It's going to be Kiddo that falls there towards top alt. They want to keep pressuring this mid side. Coldy having used a little bit of utility and fall back into sight. Meanwhile, a trade coming in from the crossfire of SDY. Op out of play now as Nidus Balance falls, and it's going to be Team Spirit with the heads-up play here that keeps them in this round.
Oof, timing.
Yep. And Searson a 1 versus 4. Make that the end of that. And Spirit's going to go ahead and pick up their first.
It was a very quick contact play. Immediately, Team Spirit decided to pick up the op as well, so double op set. I just balance. Seems like it's Sotfik who's going to don the other one.
My.
Yeah. Cool idea from Sprout, I suppose. Like, just going in contact. Definitely could have caught Spirit off guard. Coldy didn't seem to be quite prepared for it with the push-up quad. They managed to stabilize. I'm also excited to see that they have put Sumdai Young in that pit position. Usually that's a spot where really, really excellent players can thrive. We see it pretty much on every every tier 1 team that whoever plays in pit usually racks up quite a bit of frags. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same case scenario for Sumdai Young.
Same case, Ontario. Sotfik holding down Banana with the AWP, the smoke having faded now. We'll give him a little bit more of a line of sight. Spitty outruns this AWP scope.
Yeah. Decide to quickly fall back and boost up. It's Chopper in position. Sotfik's just going to hold the initial angle until he gets smoked off or flashed out. Well, Banana control gained at least. Anti-flash position set up. So Sprout at least have done their homework in terms of how to, get Banana control, even though it hasn't been too much of a fight from the side of Spirit. Not going to get caught off guard. It's a stair smoke. That's a bit of a new one. We don't see that too often anymore.
Yes. Everything is smoked off. It's pandemonium and chaos here towards the B bomb site. Chopper boosted up.
Oh, is this to counteract the boost, actually?
It might be. Sotfik holding fast towards the back of the site, but for what it's worth, he's going to have to chime in now. He does just that. Faven falls 3v4. So trade has coming in, and the bomb is down. Not planted, but down.
15 seconds as well.
Yeah. Good spray there from Kiddo. But now that bomb has to go down. With that second kill, it's going to give kind of a gateway for it. Mirbit on the big backstab. Oh, the time is going to be close, but I think he's got it.
Sumdai Young hadn't rotated before just now. That was a weird one. That's a 2v4 situation that they somehow managed to bungle. Chopper definitely should have been able to respond onto Kiddo, but even still, slow rotation from Spirit. At least Sumdai Young hanging back for such a long time, even though they spotted bomb, knew it was dropped on site. a lot of things that should have gone a lot better for Spirit. And these were the kind of rounds that they won versus Liquid.
Yes, they did, Halvor. Yes, they did. Weapons again, though. Somebody young with the Deagle. I'd probably give that guy a gun. Just thought here.
Ooh, that's an elbow. That's another elbow.
That's a lot of Molotovs being used there. Try to clear up Banana. The trades, though, will keep us in an honest game. Keep this an even game. Faven down to 7 HP. Cost them quite a bit to get Banana control. One player on each side having fallen. Chopper there to hold the B-bomb site with a little bit of backup from iDisbalance, who's only on the SMG. And Coldy, well, he's going to have to wait at least till the end of this round to get back in the fight. He's absolutely deleted, decimated.
Might not even respawn.
He might not, because there's no respawn in IRL. I'll tell you right now.
Well, Faven with the picked up Bob. 7 HP. Probably just going to hold an angle as his teammates move forward. Not really a favorable situation for Spirit here, especially considering they're rotating out. Seems like they want to stack over towards the B bomb site and kind of just hope for the best. Does get spotted out, but no kills found. This is probably just going to prompt a save from Spirit.
Yeah, an awkward fight there from the library area, but ultimately, yeah, you're right. It's going to have to be a back off and hold your ground type of situation.
Is I'm not sure if Sprout cleared out Banana in terms of just throwing away the weaponry and whatnot, or if that's going to be an option for Spirit to pick up another gun. Young has picked up an AUG, but iDisbalance probably wants to have something else than an MP9 going into the next round. And for Sprout, there's no real reason for them to go hunting at this point. They don't have the money to really justify that.
And a 5th one on the board for that of Sprout. So, really well played round.
Pretty quick affair so far.
Yes, indeed.
I will say, look, because obviously a lot of the games that these two teams play is mainly online games and everything, I can't feel too confident about how good the respective teams are going to be on certain maps. So going into Train, for example, obviously win rate-wise, it looks great for Spirit, but they have a very limited amount of maps on it or games on it. So whether that's going to be misleading or not, it's kind of hard to gauge with a lot of these teams.
We will find out in due time, my friend. And again, the maps for this series are as follows. Inferno, Train, Mirage. It's going to be Spirit that picks Inferno. Sprout picking Train. And then ultimately, Sprout had the choice of Nuke or Mirage as the third. They chose Mirage, so get all the way there.
Don't want to go up against the Liquid Slayers on Nuke. I guess kind of surprising that...
The Liquid Slayers.
Kind of surprising that Spirit wouldn't opt with Nuke, I guess, just confidence-wise, right?
Yeah,
You beat Liquid on Nuke. You have the option to pick it versus Sprout. Definitely not enough time to necessarily anti-strat whatever Spirit we're doing. So, we'll see, though. Maybe Inferno works out for them. They've had a bit of a rough start to things, though. Chopper boosted up in Banana. Oh, this is going to be initial contact from Chopper. Sotfik can do a lot of damage with that 5-7.
1 for Chopper. Sotfik in a real awkward position now. Almost is able to grab 2. That was the lineup he needed. The one he wanted. He's only able to get 1 for himself. Leads us now to a 3v3. Pretty even strength in terms of numbers. Utility a little bit stronger over on the side of Sprout. And this is probably the best time for me to tell you about csgo.net, where you can use Cologne as a code for 30% more the balance and win some cool skins. An official partner here of Maincast and the GG.Bet Cologne Invitational. The implications of this tournament are pretty simple to understand. If you win this tournament, you will be getting a direct invite into ESL ONE Colonge. Right around the corner. Just like that of Chopper, who holds fast with his AUG. Plants it right there on the Spitty's head and gets out before he tastes a grenade.
Now the question is he aware of Keto coming around from spawn? Well, he's not even aware of Mirabit coming around the corner, so never really comes into play at all. Bomb's going to go down with the 6 seconds to spare. And Young has quite the task on his hand.
That he does. Not only to win this 1v2, but grab a second one on the board for Spirit, and it's just not on the cards today. It's just not going to happen as it stands. 6-1 for Sprout. The Germans in control right now.
Keto off to a hot start. He was also kind of their leading man on Dust 2 versus No Chance as well. Already sitting at 10 frags.
10-2.
Yeah.
10-2 KD. I wonder what his diet is.
Keto. XD.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
just for those at home who are not into the diet game, I guess.
I mean, I'm not either. I don't know if you know this, but I like hot wings, and
Isn't Anders on keto?
I don't know. I know Jason was, or Moses.
Yeah.
Lil Momo. Shout out Lil
Momo.
Momo if you are out there in the world listening, watching, whatever you're doing, wherever you are.
He's probably in despair, like probably like half of a tequila bottle deep after that liquid loss.
Yeah, he's probably holding his head pretty low somewhere. But a timeout has to come out here, and that is what we're going to see. A pause, a tactical pause, as we're in the vineyards now, just kind of taking a look around. Nice vineyards.
No use for fish hooks here?
No use for fish hooks, but there can be a use for a fish hook just about anywhere if you think about it.
Could probably be utilized for a lot of things, yeah. Crowd control.
What's so funny, Halvor?
I don't know what you're hinting. I don't know what you're hinting at.
I don't know what
no
you're
idea. No
hinting
idea.
at me hinting at. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just kind of one of those things.
Oh,
Still in the pause.
yeah. I'm assuming this is a tactical. Probably Spirit wanting to talk things through. Had a couple of slip-ups here and there. And again, it's like the wraparound, again, that's messing them up in that 2v4 situation as well. Kind of did them in. And, well, they kind of need to get on the board. They had a rough start versus Liquid as well, and obviously brought it back, but I don't think that can be your go-to plan, to just leave your opponent with a false sense of security, confidence, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Probably not how you want to go about things. It might actually be a bit of a tech as well, because this is dragging on a bit.
That it is, my friend. That it is. Spirit fresh off a victory over Liquid.
Liquid.
And I think we're back into it. Freeze time has stopped, or started, I should say. I don't really know how you would properly look at that, but nonetheless, we're going to be jumping into round number 8. And Sprout currently commanding the boards here.
Yeah.
Just building bank.
I just balanced back on the op. Haven't really seen him getting into his groove so far in this tournament. Didn't have the best of games versus Liquid, but still some time to prove himself. Banana control is going to be the name of the game once more. Flashes comes out. Still not enough to topple Searson. I say that though. There's Ida's balance and Chopper.
Eat your heart out, Halvor.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 3v4 and how the table turns. Everything slows down just a little bit. They haven't backed off Banana at all. They're still going to be trying to press the issue there. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, it's Mirbit in the halls. He's not really going to have too much of a party himself either. He's kind of out there on his lonesome. 3 members of Spirit, though, have elected to entrench themselves towards A. 1 at Arch, 2 towards the site.
You would imagine that they actually join up with Mirbit simply because he has all the utility that's left.
Well, here it is. Take a look.
Yeah, there we go.
You sometimes get what you deserve, or ask for, I should say.
So it was a good feeling.
That's if you try sometimes, though. That's it.
Just got to try enough, right? Smoke goes out. Flash as well for Mirbit. Is he actually going to commit to this before anyone's near him?
Well, here's the interesting part, because Spirit had 3 players here on this site, and now that Sprout have elected to run it all the way back, they've got him kind of in a limbo. They don't know where this hit's going to come on, but now it's pretty evident. The bomb being shot down there in the middle and picked back up by Searson. It's going to be Coldy that's going to make first contact, and he's going to have a pretty bloody affair on his hands. I have a feeling they don't know until now. He's peeked just a little bit. It's Mirbit that's able to get the shot off, and SDY turns it into a 1v1 before he is taken out. Searson and Chopper. He spots his shoulder. Holds for the AWP, an easy shot and an easy round for Sprout. Somehow able to do the Statue of Liberty play there and reverse it back into the zone defense of Spirit, who were just a little out of position. And shout out to the St. Louis Blues for winning the Stanley Cup.
First time in 52 years.
Yeah, our first time ever, too.
Oh, yeah, franchise history, yeah. Not too shabby.
But we're playing real sports over here, so...
There we go. And right now, Sprout seemingly the only team on the playing field.
Yep, true.
Having their way. Even with Spirit getting pretty favorable openings. I mean, they started off the round with 2-for-1 trade. Normally, you should be able to work your way back from that and actually convert into a round, but hasn't been the case yet. This time, they don't really have any weapons to speak of either. Like Kevlar and most, Choppers opted for head armor as well, in addition to a couple of pistols. And that's about it.
5v5. 5 of those pistols on the side of the CTs. You are right. Not a whole lot to work with here for Spirit. 1 smoke, 1 grenade, and no kits. Perhaps they want to try to catch him on one of these choke points. They've now deployed that smoke that they had over there towards B. Hold off just a little bit longer. The bomb's still positioned in middle. This is a pretty spread thin sort of approach to the round from Sprout. They know they're going to have to flex on wherever they get the first kills. And rightfully so. They haven't gotten any yet. There hasn't been any contact. So slow round, now down to about 40 seconds on the clock. You can see they get a little bit of a whiff that they might go B. So they're going to go ahead and move these 2 players off of A towards this B site.
It's going to be the right gamble.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a fatal funnel here in just 1 second. But again, only pistols. So Spirit really have their work cut out for them regardless of how this skirmish goes down. They're going to boost one up. Here comes the smoke. Now they've got to be feeling a little bit antsy. They've got to know that it hits on. SDY spots one through the smoke. It's Sotvik, though, that gets the kill, and Keto with the trade. So now with the bomb site being opened up piece by piece, part by part, Spirit by Spirit being taken alive. And Chopper with the cheeky play will stop the plant in the nick of time and has won them the round. You wouldn't believe it if I made it up, but I didn't. So eat your heart out, Sprout fans.
Hey, even finds Keto after the time runs out as well. That became very, very expensive for Sprout.
That it did.
So, yeah, Spirit not able to necessarily hold on to a ton of weapons and everything, but they went around, and that's much needed with how this first half has been panning out. Definitely not expected, and Sprout have to be kicking themselves, running the time down for that long, not expecting some sort of a charge through the smoke, covering the bomb planter properly. It's going to be their demise, and quickly back to Banana we go again.
Well, it's going to be Sotvik out in front. He is the first line of defense, and thus fall to the MAC-10. Chopper there with a trade, keeping the numbers well in the way of Spirit. After the heroics of last round, they needed this one. Molotov rings in as well.
Yeah, Faven just kind of stepped back into that one. Not ideal. 2v4. Spirit have managed to lose this round like this before, but you do see Coldy set up pretty nicely. They've got them boxed into Banana, so there's not going to be any sort of funky backstab that they're not expecting this time around.
Funky.
Funky.
Funky Cole
Brass
Medina. Yes, rolling back the years. And right now, there's nowhere for Sprout to roll back to. Because at the bottom of Banana is this guy, and this guy's name's Coldy. Well, Coldy has the strongest gun in the game. And by that, I mean the AUG. So they can't leave Banana. They have 40 seconds to really kind of just swing for the fences here towards this B site with 1 AUG and 1 AK. They have a little bit of a shoulder there towards the coffin.
Yeah. They got utilities, so they should, at the very least, use their Molotovs and whatnot.
Cause some sort of chaos, commotion, but right now they're really kind of in no man's land. It's going to be Mirabit that falls first, and Keto to follow.
There you go. Third round for Spirit, 2 in a row. And I think actually the fact that Spirit were able to, at least, I think it was Keto they downed after time went out in that crazy eco round they had with Stack. That is actually, you know, showing its mark right now. They're not able to buy up, not able to force, do anything funky to continuously pressure Spirit, and this is going to allow them a way back into the half. I just balanced with the Banana spawn. Just going to try his luck with the op. This time, though, no apparent interest from Sprout to go quickly towards that area.
Yeah, again, they don't have a whole lot to work with now. Dwindled their money down to nothing, and all they have is a couple pistols. Dismounts doesn't take the bait of the first shot. He does reposition to maybe take it should he re-peek, but now they're going to flash, double peek him, and the Banana hit is on. The Molotov should stop them or at least take one down. It's going to take a lot of damage. Somehow they've taken the Opera out. Disbalance getting left out there. Really unfortunate turn of events, but this AUG should clean things up pretty nicely, and they'll be able to recover the op with ease.
Yep. Nice little lace from Sotvik there. Boosting confidence to his name. Disbalance still yet to really find, put his mark on the game. So obviously it would have been an ideal situation to be able to do something like that. Add some frags to your name. Feel good about yourself. Instead, it's going to be Sotvik to clean it up nicely.
It's such a helpless feeling, too, when you're just trying to get back and say, oh, help, help, help. And then next thing you know,
they're right behind me.
You're just getting clocked in the back. Feels bad, man.
Definitely
That also feels bad. Keto falling early on in the round.
It's the second time he's gone down to the peak from I disbalanced, actually.
Sprout want to take this fight middle with these guns, and I understand that. I do. You want to kind of push the boundaries here. They've been running the board up to this point, right? So
yeah. Absolutely. In Spirit, well, they wanted to boost up, decided to think about it twice. Opted not to, after all. Pretty standard bait and switch setup from Coils. First oranges. And again, it's Mirabit alone on the side of Spirit towards Apps. The rest of them moving top banana. Searson's going to be the one leading the charge, picking with that op. And if they find a pick here, they probably just go immediately. One smoke down for spawn. Try to really go in on that site. Ooh, that's a optimistic jump from Sophic.
Yep. Optimistically, didn't pay out, except for Chopper. Pulling out that AUG and letting it rain. Spraying him down. Brings it down to Mirabit and Spitty. The bomb planted in the B site. 2 rotations coming in there from Banana. So they're going to send one from CT.
We'll see if Mirabit can find at the very least one. I just balance. Got his teammate covered, so that leaves it all to Spitty. Does have an op, but he's going to have to deal with a lot of players as well. A bit of a bungled nade and Banana there. Coldie takes some additional damage, and time is starting to run low here. They do have 2 defuse kits, but they kind of need to remove Spitty here as well. Oh, that's a big miss.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he's going to stick the bomb.
bomb.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
No way. Oh, God.
Not today, ladies and gentlemen. Not today. Spirit fans. The Germans have kind of fallen apart there after they got the bomb down, unfortunately.
Yeah. And he was given opportunities to make that happen as well. Spirit's so slow. First off with the rotation, and then even after finding Mirabit and Banana, just so scared to get up on the site. But Spirit not looking exactly dominant or convincing with how they're holding on to this. And as we see the odds here, Spirit still not favored, 2.37 in odds for them. Sprout still being regarded as favorites, and openings like that might be why. Faven once again going down to Chopper's Molotov. This Banana area has been hotly contested. And Sprout opting not to take the site. All right. Well, Mirabit's going to go down in Abs. He's been hanging out there for quite some time, but look at Keto again. He's just like a ninja lurking in the shadows, always seemingly making his way into CT spawn. Spirit, they're about to feel a lot of pain.
Uh-oh.
Knife or just shoot it?
Oh, boy, you do. Oh, that caused it to can't even get the kill. Unfortunately. But it's Sumdai Young that does save the day there just a little bit, even though there was collateral damage. Bomb does go down. Sprout have at least gotten that in this round. A really good shot there, actually. He does sense him through the smoke. He saw the shot there, and he has the shot as well. What in the fork?
Coronation.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know. I just can't really
all
explain
gone
that.
Wrong here.
Yeah. You think to yourself, like, Keto, yeah, he's going to win out the round for them. Easy to kill, open sight. Sprout takes it easily. He bungles everything. Sumdai Young finds 2 kills off the back of it. And you think to yourself that Spirit's going to be able to salvage it. Then Coldie gets stuck, fumbling with a nade for the retake, and everything just goes really, really wrong. Now we're back to a bit of a stack. It's the Nico round for Team Spirit. 4 players. I think this is the stack that Vitality did, actually, versus Furia at Dallas.
Yeah.
We're on the B-bomb side, bit of a tower. It's going to be Chopper to find the first action. That's the Opera down. Might not expect Keto being that high up in middle. Faven's found the stack, so that's going to immediately prompt the rest of the team to go towards 8. Look at Keto. Pretty much spent more time in CT spawn than anywhere else on the map, it feels like. And he's back again. He's going to find some easy frags this time. He's not going to bungle it up, or is he? Oh, Sumdai Young. Light to his feet. It's an AK. Pretty low HP on 2 other members on Sprout as well. Could have gotten dangerously. Ooh, actually, did he do 6 damage with the AK there onto Faven?
This game has been
wild.
A roller coaster, let me tell you. You win some, you lose some.
And you get confused some more.
And you get confused some. You start seeing things there in Spawn. Didn't quite think I'd see today. But 9-5 is round out the first half of this first map of the best of 3. This is for the winner of the group. So win this map, win the next one, you've won the group. You'll go on to the semifinals. Meanwhile, after this, we're going to see Liquid No Chance square off in a best of 3. After Liquid getting just...
elimination match at that.
Yeah, an elimination match.
Sometimes had enough.
Yeah, I see that.
Just charging down Banana with an MP9. Finds 1 frag. Now he's kind of stuck, though. 15 HP and a dream. Keto, once again, up top mid.
Running the boards.
Yeah.
All over the ace site. That's going to be...
He's been wild today.
The door wide open.
Murbit's time to venture into spawn. And he's going to find both. Well, 10-5 half for Sprout on the T side of Inferno. We did see a pretty majestic comeback from Team Spirit on Nuke.
So let's
Do you think we're going to see it again?
You know, let's see. Let's just see what the cards hold. You know, you don't always know when to hold them.
Can't really write them off. I mean, pistol round, conversion of the next 2 rounds. Could be all it takes for Team Spirit to get right back into this.
Could be, and time will tell.
Yeah, odds favoring Sprout more and more as the game goes along. Makes sense with them extending their lead. 1.16. And odds for Sprout, 4.76 for Spirit. To be fair, they've worked with those odds before.
That they have. In fact, what, 1-14 earlier against Liquid and showed y'all, huh? Really got a laugh out of that one.
Got him.
Wonder who cashed in at that moment.
You definitely did.
No, I certainly didn't. I don't bet. It's for the birds. Sorry if you're doing that at home.
Just an eagle.
Nope.
Not an eagle?
Nope.
What are you? What's your spirit animal?
You know, I'm thinking like a whale shark.
Whale shark.
Yeah, just kind of
hanging out,
school busting it through the ocean, just kind of hanging out, you know.
Eating some plankton.
Yeah, man.
Loving life. Great for photo op with like random divers, Instagram.
Yeah, basically.
Influencers.
Just you can't really turn me around, and if you scare me, I'm just going to go to the depths.
Fair enough.
Well, here we have it. A pistol round, 10-5 currently. Sprout can really run away with this game, or this map, I should say, if they win this pistol round. And right now they're going to hold on to the B site for as long as they can. Spitty finding 1. The boost not having anything for Faven just far. Does eventually find 1, but not before the damage has been done. 2 versus 2, and Sumdai Young has already got a massive impact in this round. 3 frags, and he's going to have to get this bomb planted here shortly. 30 seconds on the clock. Never mind. He'll just go get a 4th. You know what? Why don't you go ahead and get the plant and go ahead and
drop the bomb for Sopfik and just find that 5th guy.
You just do your thing, man. We'll kind of play around you. They have no idea, though, that this B player, or excuse me, this banana push is coming in from Keto. Makes it now down to a 1v1. This is a very important round for Spirit, and the confrontation's already happened. Second oranges on to spawn. Keto somehow, someway, with the surprise element of running up banana, taking down Sumdai Young. He was on an absolute tear this round. 4 kills. Has secured the round for him. That's going to be 11-5 in the favor of Sprout here on the first map.
There you go. So Team Spirit not getting the start that they needed. Not going to be the same kind of look as we saw versus Liquid, where they started off that great run on the T side with a winning pistol. Sprout though on their end have to be feeling pretty good about that. Keto once again coming up big. I think he's sitting at, what, 17, 18 frags at this stage? Doing really well for himself, and he was also the driving force in that first matchup versus No Chance on Dust 2. Really coming into his own. Bit of a new pause here. Would be surprised if this was a tactical this early on. So what's your favorite vineyard?
I don't, I've never done one of those wine tours, right?
Yeah,
I've never done a vineyard tour, but I've heard great things about wine tours.
You've been to France a lot, so like, why
going back,
you?
actually. I was just in France last week. I was at the the D-Day 75th anniversary, so that was pretty interesting stuff. Not a whole lot of vineyards to tour when there's tanks riding around and stuff. But
yeah, that would probably ruin the harvest.
Yeah, not really something you put 2 and 2 together to make 4. But nonetheless, going back to France next week, so potentially south of France, maybe?
Yes, set some time off to visit a vineyard.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I'm getting kind of late, so anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's on the to-do list. I wouldn't say bucket list, but it's on the short list, as Chad would say.
Don't you have Martha's Vineyard as well? That's in California, though, right?
I think so. I think that's in Northern California.
All right.
See, I'm not that bougie, so it's kind of like, okay, maybe I am bougie. Maybe it's the complete opposite. Nonetheless, 11-5, and it's going to be weapons. 2 of them, AKs there for Team Spirit. It's going to be Coldy and Sumdai Young wielding those.
Oh, I just balanced.
Actually, I just balanced wants to play too. So he's got himself an AK. 3 AKs, 2 Deagles. Wonder what they're going to do here. They've invested into this round.
Ooh, Sprout getting aggressive here in Banana as well off of that long smoke. This is just going to be a contact play. This is pretty much what Keto did all the time, just by himself on Sprout's T side. Now there's 3 of Team Spirit. See what they can do with it.
Any second now, Sears is going to get this information that they're on top mid. Oh, he's got it now, and they were both back turned at the same time. That Molotov's not going to let him survive it, though. It's Coldy with the AK to clean it up. And big kills there from Sodvik holding the banana push. They've got Sprout dead in their tracks right now. Got them right where they want them. Top mid is compromised. Apartments, while smoked off, about to be compromised as well. And the 2 players over here towards A are going to have a tall task. However, I take it all back. Faven here, set up with the ump around the corner, finds 1. Can he grab 2? He does. Straight out by Coldy. Now the comms come in. They're going banana. 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to run right in here. Mirabit wants to chance it. Doesn't want to wait for his teammate. He thinks he finds the kill at first. He does. But ultimately, it took a little bit longer than necessary. If he'd have got it right away, perhaps there was a better chance for him in that round. But now it's up to Keto. Does have an AUG, no kit, 100 HP in head armor. And an outrageous spray from Spawn. Would never work for me, but, you know, props to him, I suppose. And finishes the round out 12-5.
Oh,
wow. You really, really do hate to see it.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the thought process for Midas balances in that scenario, because he's got bomb picked up early enough while there's still a smoke down for Spawn. Could have crossed over to coils, really, to plant in that area, so you have the guy in banana covering your angle. Maybe not from Spawn, but at least you got it covered from flowers, ruins, what have you. Instead, he just kind of makes the trek across the bomb site once the smoke's gone down or faded. Keto once again just bringing it back. Oh, aggression.
Well, they're going to push him all the way back down to the ramp on this one, and rightfully so. This is a pistol round. I keep wanting to say Naruto, but it's I disbalanced, just throwing us off. Clan tag just a little bit off there, but nonetheless, pretty good round altogether here for Spirit. They've stayed and shown face in it despite only having those 3 Deagles. I disbalance, well, 2 Deags for himself. Just gets it done. Not a problem.
We'll see, though. Spitty waiting for Sotfik to make it through that smoke. Just going to spot out Chopper as well.
That's where you kind of just stop the fight right there. You know what? I'm going to back up. You're not going to be able to run down banana, but hey, whatever. Holding on to it will be Chopper with 1 minute. He's got that Deagle and MP9. Stuck back on T-ramp. They didn't even let him get off ramp, but somehow this round has gotten very close to a 2v1. Make it a 1v1. This has fallen apart and then put back together by Spitty. My goodness, why so scary, man?
It feels like every time there's a ton of close rounds in this game so far. Sprout's just come out victorious in every single scenario.
It's true.
And it's a lot of their anti-ecos as well. When Spirit has very little to work with, Sprout just keeps throwing it away to the very, very edge of it before they bring it back. It doesn't feel very sustainable, I have to say, but I mean, so far the results are backing it up. I mean, they're able to make it work. Haven't gone broke just yet because of it. And again, Keto's down mid. Keto
just going down middle like he owns the place. This time he's going to pay the price for it. Sumdai Young's they're going to be collect the check. Turns it now into a 4v5 in the favor of Spirit. They're going to hold a little bit fast, but the contest is on banana. It's going to be Faven, Spitty there to hold it off. They're going to get boosted towards the short wall. They don't know that Coldy's at the tree. Now they see him. Now the spray will come in. The exchange goes in the way of Spitty. And that's got to be a little bit of a warning sign for Spirit. Here's another one. Nope, just kidding. Chopper gets it done.
Got him.
Pulls out his AK, and he does begin to spray.
Well, Searson's going to fall as well.
Bit of a systematic elimination here on the A-bomb site. Spitty, though, can't seem to get the crosshair in the right place, nor pull the trigger. And Faven just gets the fadeaway there. With the flash of the smoke, he's just going to go straight out for it. Spots the player in pit, runs out of ammo. I like to think he could have hit that shot. I like to think that he could have won that, but he didn't.
It seemed like, again, he thought he'd killed someone before they actually died. He had the same kind of thing happen to himself on the B-bomb site, where he ran through the smoke.
Well, 13-6 is our score now.
Yeah.
And I also want to remind you that csgo.net is a place that you can use code Cologne, and you can get 30% bonus to your top-up. And that is one of the official partners here of the GG.Bet Cologne Invitational and Maincast. Grenades now up banana, an exchange at that, a massive one on the Faven. Only the ump in this round, and just a drive-by from Spitty. He's pushed all the way down banana. They will take Coldy out. They have complete banana control. Grenades are being thrown around, as well as AKs, apparently. It's just kind of Mardi Gras down here on banana.
Flinging it around.
You do have Spirit spread pretty thin, at least towards the B site. They don't want to challenge that anymore. They've already been pushed around over there, lost one player there towards Wood. Now they want to set up towards Boiler. Sending one player out towards Halls is going to be Chopper. He's going to have the smoke, giving himself a little bit of an avenue. But they've got the crossfire set up for him.
Yeah, it's a really good setup actually on the side of Sprout if they were to go through quad.
Chopper not clearing the corner, thinking it's clear, and he does pay the price for that. So Spirit still trying to open the doors here, but there's 5 alive on the side of Sprout. Ouch.
All right, Keto. Give him an AK and it'll go to work. Did much of it during the T side. And right now, Spirit haven't really, as you said, they haven't found an opening anywhere. They haven't really gotten any map control. They're just walking blindly all across the map. Faven's going to be the first one to go down on the side of Sprout. Still, pretty healthy amount of players from Sprout on the site. Keto shows up once again. Can't complete the spray onto Sophic, but Nearbit's nearby. All in all, pretty successful eco round.
Yeah, not bad, all things considered.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a couple AKs out of it. You got an AWP now in Searson. We know what he's able to do with it. We've seen it a couple times.
Definitely so. Started off the match really, really hot for them. That 4K and pistol as well. Setting them off on the right track, and Sprout 2 rounds away from grabbing Spirit's map pick. I gotta say, even though there's been a fair few rounds that's gone quite close, expected a bit more of a fight coming out of Spirit after seeing their performance versus Liquid, but credit to Sprout.
Don't remind anyone. Everyone's trying to put that out of their mind. Liquid will have to redeem themselves after this best of 3 just to try to get a berth at ESL ONE Colonge. This Invitational not been friendly to them thus far, or should I say Spirit.
Full EU tournaments, man. Like, what can you do?
What can you do? What can you say about that? Trade comes out there. Keto able to take SDY out of the round. That's a big one to take, too. He's been quite impactful here for the side of Spirit, but all in all, 4v4. They're going to be postured here towards this A site, taking complete mid-control.
We'll see if they have a final idea as to how they want to take the site. They don't have any smokes or Molotovs. That's the big issue for Spirit right now. I'm just going to allow an opera like Searson to take full advantage. Yeah. Spitty chimes in as well.
The 2 players alive for Spirit, just at half or below. And that's 1 kill, but 3 alive for Sprout's going to try to put them onto map point. It's 14-6 currently. Going into the arches will be Sotvic, almost passing like ships in the night, but that's just not the case. 30 seconds left on the clock. He's going to try to pull some sound cues, perhaps fake the fact that he's not going all the way to B. It looks like it worked. It's going to be Faven just tucks tail and hauls ass over to B, and that's going to be that. Bomb having walked up arches now, 15 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to figure this one out real quick. It's either take the fight or just try to duck in the site, get the bomb planted, then take the fight. But he's wasted so much time. Here it is. He's got to get the plant. right now.
It doesn't time.
It's doomed. Rip.
Well then. Oh, wait. Ooh.
Eat your heart out, Halvor. Can't believe you thought that. Anyway, 1v2. We're back in action here. Chopper with 34 HP, 2 flashes, and now a planted bomb somehow, some way, by the hair on his chinny chin. You can see right there.
And he's been allowed to walk out of the site as well.
That he is. This has to have Sprout a little uneasy. The retake here, and they do have 2 kits and a smoke. There's 1 kill for Chopper. He's going to have to get a second one here to secure the round for Spirit. Flash coming out, now giving away his position. Chopper and Faven, 1 versus 1, taps the bomb, looks for it. It's going to be Faven that can't get it done. Does save the op if he can get out of sight in time. No, he cannot. And somehow, some way, it's going to be Spirit that puts another one on the board here.
How do you mess that up if you're Sprout? That's really the big question. Great job by Chopper to be able to maneuver around the 2 remaining defenders, but I mean, Mirbit, I don't understand how you'd let him go out of the site. At least try to keep tabs on him, right?
Smart play on him, though, to plant behind default.
Yeah,
knowing that there's no possible way he could have cleared there in pit. Like, I get that. Scout coming out in Searson. Perhaps he can ring some bells with it. Never mind, he's going to get his own bell rung. That's going to be the end of that. AK does come out on top in that battle. The rest of his teammates have Deagles. 1 USP there on Spitty. And not a whole lot to show for it just yet. Pretty forward stance there towards Banana.
A pretty passive setup from the side of Spirits as well. They've taken a very different approach to how to go about this T side than what we saw from Sprout. Sprout were pretty much up in Banana every single round within the first 10 seconds. And Sprout, well, definitely spent more time being aggressive in Banana than what Spirit have. Not really a whole lot of utility to speak of. They do have a flash, which could set up for a pop at time, but that's over on Mirbit. Doesn't really have anyone in position to do that with. David takes hefty amount of damage from the grenade. So far, Spirit just moseying their way forward, making sure they're not running into stack, utilizing their utility to the best of their ability. They still have 3 smokes on their side and 2 flashes. And now a blind rotation coming in from Sprout. They want to gamble over towards that B bomb site. They're not going to be correct in that decision, though. So we have Spirit moving up Arch, wrapping around onto site. Keto thought he might have an opportunity to find someone.
Maybe next time, man.
Yeah. Can't be successful with that all the time. Bomb goes down. And, well, with that, pretty much any hope Sprout had of winning this round is eliminated as well.
But still so far ahead on the scoreboard. It's going to be 14-8 at the conclusion of this round. Sprouts still have a commanding victory. And we're going to see some weapons come out in this next one. Well, that was an awkward fight, no matter what you think. Chopper getting it done, giving himself a little more sweet cash with the kills of that ump. And again, 14-8. Spirit are going to win this round. And perhaps Sprout can push it to map point in the next one. And when I said bye, I was just kidding. Perhaps it'll be the round after. Sometimes my Alabama math doesn't, make 2 and 2 equal 5 or whatever. So,
It's quick maths.
Quick math. Quick naffs.
Well, one more to go. But it is true what you mentioned. Sprout have a fair few rounds to play off of here. So they don't really have any need to feel pressure. They're going to, invest into quite a few grenades at least, so we might see a bit of a nade stack, or at least down mid and down Banana. And all the significant damage onto this balance at least, but meanwhile, Speedy's been taken out in Banana.
That he has. It's Chopper that deals the death blow. Looks like they want to pressure this B site just enough to see just how warm the waters are. They're going to find one in first orange. It's Faven. Meanwhile, the 3 remaining CTs have found their way towards the site. Chopper just hasn't slowed down yet. Bomb should get planted with ease, and this is going to be another round here for the side of Spirit. 9.
There you go, Sunday Young diving through the smoke to find more cash for himself with that MAC-10. And an easy cleanup for Spirit. That's kind of how it's, I guess, panned out versus Liquid as well. Pretty significant deficit, bringing it gradually back. We'll see, though. Odds not quite favoring them just yet. Sprout with a pretty significant lead, and that's why you're seeing them at 1.07. Spirit 7.13 in odds as of right now. But we've seen they've been able to do it before, so I'm not going to write them off just yet. But we do have weapons for the Germans.
Yes, AWP is out now for Sprout. We're going to see what they do with it. He's going to push all the way out to the car and actually just gets destroyed. There's nothing that he has contributed thus far. Those GG.Bet odds a little bit in the way, but that's completely okay. 3v4. Chopper, the only one to have fallen on the side of Team Spirit, but having put enough in the round. The interesting part about this is that Spirit have so much cash built up.
Yeah.
They have so much still to work with, even if they do concede this round. However, their round cushion just kind of goes away, right? So, nonetheless, 14-9 will continue. 3v4, Spitty, Guido, and Mirbit. The re-hit onto the B-bomb site is now. The grenade's going to land right on Spitty's foot. He's going to take a lot of damage, 50 to be exact. Still able to put some damage down range. Almost spams a second one there. Takes down Coldie, though. And that bomb's finally going to get planted towards the B site.
Or
Take it all back. Sotfik right in the line of fire. The spray by Mirbit stops the plant. They're going to go for it again. It's Some Die Young. Another one for Mirbit, stopping the plant twice. That puts iDisbalance in a real awkward position, considering he does have this AWP. He's got to get this plant. Plenty of time to work with, but they're going to try to spray him down again. Here comes the backstab from Banana. And that is all she wrote. 15-9. It took Sprout a while, but finally got themselves here to map point in this series.
Yeah. And around that looked kind of dire for them as well. Mirbit finding those two through the smoke. You could see Some Die Young's idea was to not play in the default spot, just to throw Mirbit off. That didn't pan out.
I mean, the spray, it was just like, you weren't really going to run away from that one. You know?
Oh, yeah, no, it was a garden hose. Just went all over the place.
With the nozzle off, your finger pressed against the top.
Yep. Everybody's getting wet.
Yes, indeed. But still, the money on the side of Spirit, they have nothing to worry about. They were able to buy up in this round. Another op coming out for iDisbalance, albeit he has taken a lot of damage. Coldie as well. And so far, it's Sprout that they're running in this round, getting it done.
Let's see, Searson is going to be able to win out this op duel. Agonizingly close to each other without knowing. Smoke's going to put an end to all the potential fun between the two oppers.
That's what you think.
At least for the time being.
This is where he b-hops through the smoke. Foon lands him.
Oh, there's a gap.
How about that?
Well then, not quite the op-on-op duel, but we'll take it.
And that's not the player you want out of the round either. Some Die Young, very impactful player over here for the side of Spirit, but now's the time to shine. 15-9. And they're going to hightail it back to B. Smoke's out. Sometimes still to work with. That should buy him about 15 seconds or so. And with 40 left on the clock, you're going to see a heavy rotation come in from the side of Sprout here. Playing 3 towards B. Flashbang comes out. Time is dwindling. They know this. Another time they're going to put Faven up on the boost. Now they're into the site, working it out. Into the line of fire. It's going to be Sprout that are mopping them up. Searson coming alive with his AWP, and somehow, someway, iDisbalance is able to get this bomb down. 20 seconds left. Both players going to be coming from Banana. This one has turned into a real awkward affair. He has absolutely no idea, and that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Sprout picking up the first map of this series, 16-9 on Inferno. And
Spirit's map pick.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit, we're kind of riding the momentum of that first map, it felt like, but then not at the same time.
Yeah. Rough start to start off the match, even though they had a couple of rounds to seemingly bring it back, make it a bit more of a close contest. Just Sprout winning out all those 1vx's, all the weird, funky situations that we had throughout the first half. That puts them over the edge.
Yes, it does. And, I mean, does that say a lot about the rest of the series is going to be my question. What do you think, Halvor?
As of right now, I think it might be a good indicator. I mean, if Sprout's just been able to fight tooth and nail through all these awkward moments, they should be pretty confident going into train.
Well, real admirable stuff there from the side of Chopper, at least, and Keto, of course, but we do have another map coming your way. That's right, Halvor said train, and he meant it, because that's where we're going next here for the GG.Bet Cologne Invitational. One of these teams at the end of the road, at the end of the week, will be securing a berth into ESL ONE Colonge. But in the meantime, we're going to go to the break, and when we come back, we've got the second map of this best of 3.